Hello everyone, in today's video we're going to be talking about XDefiant's final content patch and how actually massive it is and kind of unfortunate how big and crazy it is because the game's going to be shut down anyway, but we're going to be on PC Gamer today and this is by Tyler Wilde. Thank you for the article. It is linked down in the description if you'd like to read along or just read it for yourself. The title is XDefiant's final content patch is unexpectedly massive. Not all journeys end well, but we can all be proud of what we accomplished. Ubisoft's free-to-play shooter is shutting down in 2025. Just before we continue on with the article, I'd like to remind everyone, please subscribe to the channel. We're trying to hit 1,000 subscribers, and once we do, I'll be doing a Q&A video, so please subscribe to the video and like the video. I had fun playing XDefiant when it launched. It was free-to-play hero shooter with a Call of Duty in its veins, and it was pretty good, but not popular enough to dodge the live service graveyard. Ubisoft announced this year that XDefiant will shut down in 2025, and executive producer Mark Rubin just announced that its final content patch is here. I also played it in the very beginning, and it was fun. For me, I just didn't really enjoy the Call of Duty-like game it was, because for me, at least personally, I was just not as into that style of game. And unfortunately, it's just one of those things where it just didn't have enough anything, I feel like, for a lot of people to play it. And it also had Ubisoft attached to it, which is not a good thing nowadays. So you also had to use the Uplay launcher. And it was just, there's so many things going against it, unfortunately. Because the game was fine. I did enjoy it. If I was into a Call of Duty-like game, I think I would have been playing it more often. But unfortunately, it was just wrong place, wrong time, I feel like. Because if it was released sooner, or maybe if they waited a couple years, maybe. But unfortunately, I don't even know then. I'm not even confident saying it then. It just wasn't good enough. And unfortunately, a lot of the things that it was trying to leave, like, it was trying to leverage the Ubisoft IP, but unfortunately, most people have very negative thoughts towards most Ubisoft IPs now, other than maybe Assassin's Creed, because everything has been kind of going downhill for Ubisoft. So it was really a bad timing on all ways. All things. It's obviously a bittersweet moment, but as I just want to say how proud of I am on everyone on the team that they did everything they could to make this game and all of its amazing content, Ruben said on X. This patch contains some surprises, a lot of surprises actually. Ubisoft has not only allowed a small team to stay on and continue working to get our Season 3 content out the door, but we've also been able to add some extra content to this release from future seasons, Ruben said. This update includes factions and maps that were in the works, not just for seasons 3, but for the upcoming seasons all the way up to season 8. Wow, they had plans up until season 8. I do feel like this is one of those games where I just wish that they were willing to take the loss on this game for a while to see if it could become something, because you never know. I mean, Rainbow Six Siege didn't do very well in the beginning as well, and it kind of had a comeback, but I guess they're not willing to ride it out. This patch includes several new factions, 13 maps, new bomb defuse mode, AI bots to play against, new weapons, new cosmetics, which are unlocked for free, and more. All of this and more are our last tribute to all the hardworking people that made this game, and to all the fans who have been with us through this journey. Ruben said, not all journeys end well, but we can be proud of what we accomplished. And we will read some of these patch notes. It's crazy that they're adding this much, considering how the game's only lasting until next year. I can't remember when it was. I think it's when it's next year. Okay, I just checked. It's June next year. So I guess there's still, like, what, 5-6 months left of the game? Yeah, but it really sucks because I feel like this game, if you just gave it a couple years, because it didn't it's just one of those sad things where if it was any company other than Ubisoft, maybe you could try to let it go out. And if also, like, if it was any, but then the problem is that all these factions are based off of Ubisoft properties anyway, so it's not like you can be anything other than that. This is the patch notes on the XDefiant Twitter. So factions, the Assassins faction, which are the Assassin's Creed guys. Okay. Hidden Blade, one-hit melee eliminations. Advanced model of the machine. New faction Wolves. Ex-Specialist Forces gone rogue. Arsenal of Skeletons. What are the wolves? Are the wolves... I don't know who the wolves are based off of. The Blood Dragon faction, which is the, Blood Dragon. Okay. Cyber Strength skills. Dudley Shurikens. Nice. Shock Punching. It's like I said, this game honestly has a lot of interesting ideas. The problem is that it's just not... I don't know, it just didn't happen. For some reason, it didn't click. A bunch of fixes for the cleaners. If I remember correctly, the people that I played when I played was the faction based on the Far Cry series because they had a healer, if I remember correctly. because that's the one that I used. Highwayman, okay. Fixing a bunch of stuff. There's a lot of fixes. New season 3 maps. So 1, 2, 3, 4 maps. Wow, okay. Nope. Oh, okay, so this is new maps. Oh, okay, so 2 new arena maps, 1 new linear map, a new tactical map, which is I think the bomb defusal. Yeah. So new arena maps. Wow. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 maps. 3 linear. Linear, I'm pretty sure, is the payload map. Fixes and changes. Okay. Diffuse. Tactical and slower paced version of bomb. Teams take turn planting and defusing a bomb. So it's like just search and destroy from Call of Duty. Because there is no like buying system like a Counter-Strike or anything like that. I feel like it's more like a Call of Duty search and destroy. Okay. A new versus bots. I mean, they probably have to do this only because the amount of people that are playing this game is probably very low considering how you can't even download the game anymore. So you're gonna have to go against the bots. Lamb hunt, catch them if you can. Lums being a pure energy. Okay, it's a variation of hot shot. Okay, be available in private matches. Now the tilt linear. Wow, this playlist is huge. Super jump your way to. Okay, it's like a low gravity mode. Party playlists, 1 shot, headshot only. Okay, cool. Then bomb, which is the search and destroy. Ranked bomb, okay, top 500. Ranked mode, ranked emblems. Oh, a new, okay, so FAMAS, G36, okay, M1928 submachine gun, MG5, M1A rifle, SRS, a new pistol, balance changes, new attachments. Wow, there's a lot of things. It's just so interesting to me to see that this game, like something like the finals, in my opinion, is often called a dead game, even though I find games perfectly fine in that game. And like that game, this game arguably has, XDefiant arguably had more content than the finals, but the finals felt more fresh. I think the problem is with XDefiant is that it really did feel like Call of Duty with a couple extra with the hero shooter thing tacked on. Not tacked on. I'm not saying that it was like hastily put on, but like it was Call of Duty with hero shooter elements, and not a lot of people want that, unfortunately. If they want a hero shooter, they want a hero shooter. If they want a Call of Duty game, they want a Call of Duty game. And combining the both just I feel like didn't work in terms of what people wanted, because I mean it worked in the sense like the game was enjoyable when I played it, but it didn't keep me there, you know what I mean? But to be fair, their main form of progression was like weapon grinding and stuff like that, and I've never really enjoyed that, so I was never really the audience for this game. But I guess they couldn't find the audience. I mean, obviously they couldn't find the audience, but you know what I mean. What I'm trying to say here is that it's so interesting to see like there are games with less players than I feel like this game had, and they're still able to do it. Prestige system, that's cool. Especially for I'm sure the only people playing this game now are the dedicated players, so they probably have to prestige anyway. Badges, faction mastery, nice. Pristine weapon mastery skin, nice. Daily rewards and credits, cool. Bunch of audio stuff. Wow, like this is still a massive patch. Yeah, it's a very sad ending to this game. It's too bad that it can't try to exist. Unfortunately, we'll never truly know the numbers because it was on Ubisoft's thing, and I don't remember if it was ever on Steam. It really had a bad chance. It had not a fair chance, I feel like. I feel like if you go again with a different scenario, it would probably work. But unfortunately, it was just given a bad hand, and unfortunately Ubisoft was the one behind it, so when you're given a bad hand like that, it just doesn't work out. Thank you everyone for watching today's video. Please a reminder to subscribe to the channel. We're trying to hit 1,000 subscribers, and once we do, I'll be doing a Q&A video, so I hope you all enjoy that when that eventually happens. Other than that, if you'd like to follow me on other places, I have a Twitch, Twitter, Instagram, and a TikTok, as well as a Blue Sky and Threads now. If you'd like to check me out on those social media platforms. Thank you for watching today's video, and I'll see you in another video. Goodbye, everyone.